Okay, so my name is Sierra Wagner. I graduated from Kimball High School and I'm going to William Jessup in the fall. Okay, so my funny story is when we were juniors, we had a junior class hangout. We were at Tim Barley's house, and so for dinner it's just like mac and cheese and chicken and like burgers. It's super easy, right? I'm like, oh, I got the mac and cheese. And then my twin Luke is like, no, me and Brandon should make the mac and cheese. It's so easy and we're hecka good. And I'm like, no, I don't think you guys are quite capable of doing it. And so I take it and I open the box, and it's like the Kraft mac and cheese. Haven't made it like since I was like 9. So I open it and I'm like, oh sweet, the cheese is in a package. So I take it and I just dump out the noodles, right? But the noodles weren't in a package too, so they went all over Tim's counter and on the floor. And at the same time, Brandon was just saying you don't need a brain to make mac and cheese. So I don't have a brain. So yeah, it was really embarrassing, so I cried. So one thing God has really taught me through this ministry is just insecurity, and how it's honestly so from the devil, and it's a different type of fear kind of that keeps us from being fully used by God. And just insecurity for me is something I've had to overcome and am still overcoming, and I think I always will. But I just want to leave with you guys, because I know both guys and girls struggle with it, but insecurity is a huge tool Satan has personally against you. So know that it's not just okay to be insecure, because it's never how God wants you to feel.
Hey, I'm Brian Cooley. I'm a senior at Amador Valley. And my plans for the fall, I'm going to San Francisco State, where I'm hoping to get a social studies degree. And from there, I'm hoping to get the teacher's credentials in secondary education, which is a fancy way of saying I want to be a history teacher. So my favorite memory is probably during True Love Waits. And it was near the end where we were starting to do the Q&As. And the very first question they start with was, what does Christy look for in a man, and how can I hook up with her? I'm still getting to know everyone, and I'm just starting to crack up. It was a great way to start the night. So the one lesson that I remember the most is probably during True Love Waits again. And it was a really good lesson because growing up, I knew God, but I never believed Him as much. And I valued relationships a lot. And I sort of saw value in myself through relationships. And so during this, he starts talking about like how you actually need to put God first and have your relationship with Him be number one. And it was sort of like mind-blowing a little bit, but it was just weird sort of knowing it's like it's better to have a relationship with God than with anyone else a little bit. And it was eye-opening.
I'm Nick Snell, and I'm a senior at Amador, and I'm going to Las Positas Community College for the fall. A fun memory I had here at VBC was at Big Snow when we did the skits, and for our senior skit I imitated Carissa, and I literally just sat there. So something I learned here at VBC was probably that this life isn't all about me, and it's about Jesus.
My name's Gianni Mota. I go to Amador Valley High School. I'm going to be attending Las Positas College in the fall. One of my favorite memories at the HSM was last year at the Arizona trip. Me and my buddies actually went roller skating at night without any clothes on. Well, I mean, we did have underwear on. It was pretty fun. A piece of advice or something I've learned in the HSM is to really just take advantage of all the events and trips that you can go on. You'll really meet a lot of new people and make really great memories that you'll remember forever.
My name is Aaron Shreve. I attend Amador Valley High School, and I'm planning to go to Whittier College this fall. My favorite moment at HSM was probably when Andrew Kenny and Chris Ford were wrestling in one of the classrooms, and Andrew threw Chris Ford against the wall, broke a hole in the wall. That's probably my definitely funniest moment. A lesson that I've learned being in the HSM is that all these people are here for your help, and they're here whenever you need them. And it's a really great community to get involved with. And I hope all you in the future do the same and get involved with all these people around you, because they're such great people and so in touch with the Lord. And that's just something that really helped me out during my 4 years in high school.
What's up? I'm Nate Lane. I'm going to Las Positas College this year. And I don't know, I'm planning on probably transferring to a UC after that, but at the time I'm going to Las Positas. My favorite VBC moment, I really have no idea. It'd probably be when we had like a 150-foot slip and slide at Houseboats, and I rode Evan like it was a board all the way down the hill. I don't know, that was pretty fun. That was a good time. If I could give any advice to underclassmen, I'd probably say do well in school and position yourself around good people, because it's like the people you're put around are like the people who will, like, I don't know, just like help you do good things, like homework. Like, I don't know, you get lazy if you start hanging out with the wrong people and you fall into bad things. So I think you should just try to position yourself with people that you would want to be like. I don't know if that makes sense, but position yourself around the people you'd want to be.
Hello, my name is Ashley Faciola. I'm a sophomore at Amador, go Sophomores, and my plans for the fall 2014 is I'm going
What the heck, Ashley? What are you doing here?
Okay.
Wow. What's up? So I'm Sam Damon. I'm a senior at Cal High, and my plans for the fall of 2014 is to go to Waspo for at least a year and then to see where God takes me with it. Naval Academy, Air Force Academy, wherever that may be. Alright, so a really memorable moment for me with the HSM is actually how I got involved with the HSM. So back in freshman year when I first started, there were these guys, Jack and Luke. I know a lot of you guys know them. So Jack and I didn't really kick off that well, and we were pretty much, I wanted nothing to do with him. And then he starts texting me the next day and he's like, hey, like, I care about you, I'm praying for you. And I'm like, what the heck, this guy's weird, you know? And the next Sunday, I had known Luke. He went to Cal at the time, and he all of a sudden shows up with Brandon, Charlie, and Jack at my house, and he's like, "Hey, dude, you're coming to church with us." And I'm like, "Dude, I don't even know you." And he's like, "Nah, dude, you're coming to church with us." So he takes me and all of them over to church, and I'm sitting there and I'm hearing Tim Barley speak for the first time, and I'm like, "Dang, these guys are kind of like crazy. Like, these guys are Jesus freaks." And then when I first heard Tim pray at the end of it, I was like, wow, like this guy's so genuinely like in love with God, and I was like, I want to be more like that. And I think the reason why it's so memorable is like I didn't even know Luke that well, and he all of a sudden just shows up at my house and like takes me. It's kind of weird looking back on it. All right, so 2 insightful things I've learned definitely from my time here is 1, to like be devoted to your own class and your own group. Like the senior class, for example, with me, is just to not only just be friends with them at church, but also to fellowship with them outside church, like at school, and just to be able to be lights on campus together as a group. Another thing too is like your leaders here love you, and they want what's best for you, and they're put here by God to benefit you. So I wish I did this more. I wish I came to my leaders more and came to them for questions and came to them for answers and came to them for fellowship and came to them for insight. And I think that's something that you definitely should use, is like get the most out of them, because they're here ultimately to benefit you and the Lord.